There was a time when Australia used to produce tennis greats. But then there came a long, dark gap, and European countries, along with a handful of players from the US, started to rule the sport of tennis. But after some wait, finally, Australians had a sigh of relief thanks to one Ashleigh Barty. Welcome to the Rich Rabbit, and today we'll be talking about the tennis queen of Australia, Ashleigh Barty. But first things first, if you haven't yet subscribed to our channel, please do consider doing it. And don't forget to click the bell icon. Born in Ipswich in Queensland, Barty began playing tennis at the age of 4 in nearby Brisbane. Her father works in the government and is a Nerugu Indigenous Australian. Her mother works as a radiographer and is the daughter of English immigrants. Barty grew up in Springfield, a suburb of Ipswich, and attended Woodcrest State College throughout her upbringing. She has 2 older sisters named Sarah and Allie. Besides tennis, Barty also played netball as a child. But she later decided to focus on tennis because she thought netball was a girl's game, and also the fact that her sisters were better than her at it. She did not play cricket while growing up. Barty started working with her longtime junior coach, Jim Joyce, at the West Brisbane Tennis Centre at the age of 4. Joyce remarked that he did not typically train children as young as Barty, but he made an exception because of her excellent hand-eye coordination and high level of focus. Former tennis professional Scott Draper later joined Barty's coaching team and worked with her at the National Academy. When she was 15 years old, former top 20 player Jason Stoltenberg took over as her primary coach. Barty's junior schedule took her to Europe and away from her family in Australia for much of the year. The season she turned 17, she was only home for 27 days during the entire calendar year. Barty reached a career-high ITF World Junior ranking of number 2, having excelled at both singles and doubles. She started playing low-level events on the ITF Junior circuit in 2009 at the age of 13. She won her first title at the Grade 4 Australian International before turning 14. Barty continued to only play in tournaments below the higher tiers until the end of 2010. Nonetheless, she compiled a record of 24-2 in her 5 events that season, while also capturing a Grade 2 title in Thailand. After a second-round loss at the 2011 French Open, Barty won her only junior Grand Slam title at Wimbledon at the age of 15. She became just the second Australian to win the girls' singles event after Debbie Freeman in 1980, and the first Australian girl to win any junior Grand Slam singles title since Jelena Dokic at the 1998 US Open. In the last Grand Slam tournament of the year, Barty produced another strong singles result, losing to top seed Caroline Garcia in the semi-finals of the US Open. Barty also won 2 more Grade 1 titles in doubles that season, one at Roehampton the week before Wimbledon, and the other at the Canadian Open the week before the US Open. Barty started her professional career in 2010, just after turning 14 at an ITF event in her hometown of Ipswich. She lost her first match to Karolina Wolochuk. Barty played in one more main draw that year in Mount Gambier, where she reached the semi-finals in just her second professional tournament. Her first pro match win came against Ayufani Damayanti. In 2011, she entered 3 more $25,000 events in Australia, with her best results being 2 quarterfinals. Following her girls' singles title at Wimbledon, Tennis Australia awarded Barty a wild card into qualifying at the US Open. In her first WTA Tour level appearance, she was unable to qualify for the main draw. losing her opening round match to Julia Glushko. Barty closed out the year by competing in a playoff for one of the Australian wildcard berths into the main draw of the 2012 Australian Open. Despite being the youngest player in the competition, she won all 5 of her matches without dropping a set to earn the wildcard. She swept her round-robin group featuring world number 133 Cassie Delacroix before defeating number 239 Arina Rodionova and number 167 Olivia Rogowska in the knockout stage. Barty made her singles and doubles main draw debuts on the WTA Tour in early 2012. Her doubles debut came at the Brisbane International, the first event of the year. After losing in singles qualifying, she partnered with Delacroix to make the semi-finals in doubles while still just 15 years old. Barty was awarded another wildcard into the 2013 Australian Open singles main draw but lost her opening match. Towards the end of February, she won her first 2 WTA Tour level matches at the Malaysian Open against Chanel Simmons and Serena Diaz before her run ended in the quarterfinals. Barty's only other 2 Tour level singles wins of 2013 came at Grand Slam tournaments. She was awarded main draw wildcards into the French Open and US Open, where she won her first round matches at both events. After the 2014 US Open, Barty announced she was taking a break from professional tennis. She later said that she took time off from tennis because it was too much too quickly for her, as she's been traveling from quite a young age. I wanted to experience life as a normal teenage girl and have some normal experiences, she said. Barty was ranked outside of the top 200 in singles and was number 40 in doubles at the time. Barty became interested in potentially playing cricket after meeting with the Australian women's national team in early 2015 to discuss her experience as a professional athlete. She was intrigued by the opportunity to play a team sport as a change from the individual sport of tennis. At the time, she had no competitive cricket experience, having only played casually with her family. Barty later approached Queensland Cricket about how she could get involved with the sport. Barty began training with the Queensland Fire in July. She also started playing for the Western Suburbs District Cricket Club, a local team that competes in Brisbane Women's Premier Cricket T20 League. She had an impressive second game for the team, scoring 63 from 60 to go along with taking 2 for 13 from 4 overs. Barty played in 13 matches for Western Suburbs, scoring 1 century and averaging 42.4 runs while taking 8 wickets. Western Suburbs ultimately won the league's grand final, with Barty ending up the team's top scorer in the match after hitting 37 from 39 balls. She later went on to become number 1 in the world and the second Australian ever to reach the top after Evonne Goolagong Cawley. Barty has won 8 singles titles and 10 doubles titles on the WTA Tour. This includes 1 Grand Slam singles title at the 2019 French Open and 1 Grand Slam doubles title at the 2018 US Open with partner CoCo Vandeweghe. She had a breakout year in singles in 2017, winning her first WTA title at the Malaysian Open and rising to number 17 in the world, despite having never been ranked inside the top 100 before her time off. She also had another prolific year in doubles with Delacroix, culminating in her first appearance at the WTA Finals in doubles. Barty then won her first Premier Mandatory and Grand Slam tournament titles in doubles in 2018 before accomplishing the same feat in singles in 2019. She also led Australia to a runner-up finish at the 2019 Fed Cup. Barty is an all-court player who employs a wide variety of shots into her style of play. Despite her short stature for a professional tennis player, she's an excellent server. The Australian is regularly ranked among the WTA Tour's leaders in aces and percentage of service points won. Barty serves as the National Indigenous Tennis Ambassador for Tennis Australia. She was recognized as the Female Sportsperson of the Year at the National Dreamtime Awards, a ceremony that honors Indigenous Australians in both 2017 and 2018. Barty was honored as the Young Australian of the Year in 2020. She's a supporter of a variety of sports teams, including the Richmond Football Club in the Australian Football League, Manchester United in the English Premier League, and West's Tigers in the National Rugby League. Looking at the incredibly early career start of Ashleigh Barty, she seemed to have been losing out on her social life. However, she's found her love, Gary Kissick, a professional Australian golfer. We sure hope that you've learned a lot about the life of one of the tennis greats, Ashleigh Barty. If you did, then don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon. Your valuable suggestions are very important to us, so do post them in the comment section. And I'll see you in the next video.